Hi, I'm Nana. My real name's Natasha. I'm from Philadelphia and I'm 28 years old.
How you doing today?
Um, I'm okay. Broke my foot, so it's a little hard right now being out here. Um, Pretty much in pain. I'm trying to make it as much as I can right now.
Welcome to the channel.
Hello. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be able to speak with you today.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad that picked me because a lot of people out here would have gave you bullshit. So, yeah, I'm ready for whatever you want to talk about.
And how did you break your foot?
I was on a lot of cocaine and my friend was giving me bullshit while I'm doing it and I broke down being dramatic and I fell on it and pulled something. Didn't think I broke it, but I damn sure did. And it's very painful.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
And what part of Philadelphia did you grow up in?
Um, Frankfurt area, for about 7 years. And then I got caught up in, the drug shit and I've been out here for 6 years.
And what current drugs do you struggle with?
Cocaine and dope.
And how much cocaine and dope would you say you do a day?
Right now, my I just got out of the hospital, so my tolerance a little bit low. So I do about like six, seven bags a day, and about 10, 10 vials of cocaine.
And how do you support that habit?
Well, right now, I like the boost, steal from stores. I'm pretty slow right now with my foot, so I'm trying to do whatever I can out here. Not dating or anything, but trying to make it.
No judgment.
I mean, before when we out here, I used to take care of people, so everything is coming back to me. I haven't had to ask for anything that's been given to me has been offered, so it feels good.
And how was you introduced to drugs?
My baby dad was selling, and he was bad on K2, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it because he was always asleep, and I was selling to his customers, and I wanted to try it, and from down there, it was downhill from there.
Well, if you could go back in time, would you still make that mistake?
No, not at all. I would do anything to be a mother again to my kids, anything.
How many kids do you have?
Two, they're 8 and 9.
Are you still in contact with them?
No, he won't let me. I don't know where to find them at, so I haven't seen them in about 5 years, and that shit kills me. That's why, I go back to drugs because I don't want to think about it.
And let's get, a backstory. How was your childhood?
It was good in the beginning. My mom was a single mom. Gave me everything I wanted. Had a lot of boyfriends though, and she took care of them. And I used to hate them because I knew why they would come around because of my mom's money. And then she got introduced to the wrong person, and she started using dope. And she was still being. I was in foster care, and she would still come around, be a mother to me, and did everything, played her role. But one day I got a call, and she overdosed and died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And every time I close my eye, they brought me to the crime scene. So every time I close, my eyes, it's all I see is my mom.
Well, she would want you to stay strong for her.
I know she wouldn't want me doing the same thing she did, but I can't handle it. She was my best friend.
You know, she's looking down on you and giving you all her strength.
I overdosed out here over 100 times. And that's the only reason why I'm alive is because of her being next to me out here. Otherwise, I would be dead.
Well, are you afraid to die?
No. No.
Can I ask you why?
Because all I do is I come every time I go to jail. I come back. I come and do the same thing and don't try to be a mother to my kids, and that's the only reason why I'm, supposed to be around is to be a mother to my kids. And if I can't do that, then maybe I'm meant to be with my mom.
Well, I'm glad you're still here.
Thank you.
And never feel like you're not worth it, because you're worth it. You know, you just made a few mistakes, but it's never too late for you to correct them.
I just don't know when it's just gonna be. I'm 28 and I've been out here since I was 22, and it just, I like, how many times am I gonna need to get locked up? How many times am I gonna need an OD? How many times am I gonna need to have seizures? Like, when is it gonna be like the end? There is like no fear. I've been dead a million times in the back of an ambulance, like told I was dead for, this amount of minutes, and that still doesn't stop me.
You gotta put your foot down, you know?
I don't know how. I don't know how to live life again. I've been out here for so long. I don't know how.
Have you ever been to rehab?
No.
Do you think about going to rehab and getting help?
I love it so much out here now.
But you're still young, and staying out here, it's only one thing that can happen, and that's a quicker death. And I don't think you would want that. I don't think your mom will want that either,
I know, that's why she keep bringing me back. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't. I know that if I do get clean, I want to help everybody out here. I want to be a drug counselor. I want to be somebody that like somebody that been through this before, like, people that want to help but never been through none of this a day in their life. No, I want to be somebody that actually been through something, that I can change somebody's life. That's what I want to be.
And that's a good thing, because we need people like you, somebody who had experience, somebody who been through things. And I think you would make a good drug counselor.
I want to do way more than that. I want to take everybody off these streets. Everybody. I want to take everybody with me.
Well, where would you start? What would you think it would take for everybody to come off these streets?
Honestly, I would have to get more education about that. So I'm not really educated in that field. So I wouldn't really be able to tell you what it would take. All I know is the first step is to getting clean, honestly.
Well, what would it take for you to go get clean?
I probably would have to give rehab a chance. A long term.
And that wouldn't be a bad decision to make, You're still young, you're still beautiful.
Thank you.
And you deserve to live, And for people that judge addicts, what would you say to them?
Everybody has an addiction in a way, either if it's getting money or whatever. Like, listen, none of these motherfuckers out here is clean. They doing some type of pills. They just doing it in a different form. You know what I mean? They taking perks, they doing all that shit. But they got, we putting money in y'all pocket. We putting food on y'all table. Y'all got the audacity to treat us like shit? Come on, man. You gotta do better than that. Like, none of these people is what you call clean out here.
And if you could give advice to your 16-year-old self, what advice would that be to your 16-year-old self?
I don't know.
Maybe not to pick up.
What do you mean?
Maybe not to pick up drugs.
Well, yeah, and also picking a better dude in my life because he's the only reason why I'm here. Because he couldn't be a man, and I had to do everything for him and our kids. So, yeah, definitely a better man. I would, if I picked a dude that took care of me and I didn't have to do everything, I wouldn't have been so tired. You know, I wouldn't have been, would have never looked to, drugs, So yeah, him, that motherfucker.
Well, is there any part that you take responsibility on how that relationship didn't work? Is there any part you played?
Honestly, not being stronger. Because I did everything. I worked. I took care of him, my 2 kids, all on my own. I used to do shit on the side, make a little 1,300 every 2 weeks and work, and that motherfucker would flash my hundreds on Instagram.
What kind of jobs did you have?
I worked at Amazon and Dunkin' Donuts.
Probably was a good worker, huh?
Yeah, always overtime. I was addicted to the money. Back then, before I started using, that was my addiction.
So we're going to try to get back to your old self, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Have you witnessed any horror stories or had any horror stories since you've been out here?
yeah. In the beginning when I was out here, I used to do dates, and when I turned around, I had a Glock pointed to my head, and he told me to give me the money back and get out the car and show me my breasts on the way out. And another time I was driving with somebody, he had a knife pointed to me, told me don't get the fuck out the car. The whole time he had the knife on me, he was trying to bring me back to his house. And I said, listen, it's either I'm gonna get out or I'm not. And I opened up the fucking car door, jumped out, and I got away.
Yeah, see, that's a lot to be going through. That's why, Kensington get tired and enough is enough, right?
Yeah. And these little kids out here be trying to fuck people up, mace them, and that's fun to them. Like, that shit is weird. I never, when I was a kid, hurting somebody would be fun.
Well, it's the belly of the beast here, the dark hole here.
I know.
Well, I want to thank you for, sharing your awareness with me today and having the courage to.
Of course.
And,
Anytime.
Before we end this interview, is there anything else you would like to add?
If anybody is a beginner in drugs, come down here, please get the fuck out of here. Do not stay down here. Like, if you have a chance to leave, please go. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because I wish somebody would have told me that. And this shit ain't no fun out here. It just gets worse. It might be fun in the beginning. Oh, trust me, it is. But it gets bad. Like you'll start to do anything for this shit, and you don't want to lose your soul out here. And yeah, that's what I gotta say.
Thank you. That was well said. You
Thank
know,
you.
and if you know, for the people who's watching this, if they wanted to reach out to help you, do you have any contact information where they could reach out to you?
I have like a mailbox somewhere. It's
That's cool.
yeah 2913 Kensington Avenue.
All right. Well, y'all heard of. Y'all want to reach out to her. Her mailbox is 2913 Kensington Avenue. And thank you. And remember, when you leave comments, always be kind, because this could happen to any one of us, you know. And thank you. And you have a blessed day.
Thank you.